Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Loud and Louder with Joey G in this early evening, late afternoon, 5 after 5 special. Doing the TLC predictions real quick and the preview of the Dallas Cowboys Philadelphia Eagle game tonight. As you see, I have my old-ass Randall Cunningham number 12 jersey on. Oh yeah, rocking it Randall style, you know what I'm saying? But Eagles gonna kick some ass tonight. But get onto that in a second. I'll talk about TLC because me and Buddha Guns, my former partner that I used to do the show with, going over to his crib I'll leave in about an hour and a half. And you know, we'll watch TLC. You know, we're diehard wrestling fans. I mean, I love the Eagles, but we'll have the Eagles game on in his room and we'll be going back and forth and, you know, on a shitty match, you know, if it looks like a shitty match, we'll go in and, you know, there's only a couple matches that I really want to see, and I'm going to break it down to you right now, my predictions. You know, of course, the main match, everybody always knows, the most notable, John Cena versus Seth Rollins in a tables match. I say Seth Rollins wins. It'll be some kind of crazy win, but not crazy, but controversial. You know what I'm getting at, the fans out there, the Joey G fans, the Joey Crack fans, you know, the Genius fans. The people know that I'm a genius, you know, because I am a genius. But, yeah, Seth Rollins definitely wins. Not definitely, but I say Seth Rollins wins. It would make more sense to me. Seth Rollins comes away with the victory tonight. So I'm picking Seth Rollins to win that. Another a match that'll steal the show, Dolph Ziggler and Luke Harper for the Intercontinental title ladder match. I mean, going back to some of the greatest Intercontinental title matches on the ladder ever, starting with Shawn and Razor WrestleMania. Going before that when Shawn fought Brett on Superstars. That wasn't even, it was on Coliseum Home Video. You had to have, unless you had it on that, and it's on like it's on one of Bret Hart's DVDs of when Shawn was with Cherry, and he fought. It was just great ladder matches, and you know, it was always the Intercontinental belt, never the world title. It was always the Intercontinental title. So I think that's going to steal the show. Buddha thinks they're going to open up with Luke Harper. I don't think they're going to open up. That's going to be a big match. That'll be in the middle. That'll be mid-card. They're not going to open up with the Intercontinental title match. That's a big match. That could be maybe the second to last match. I think it'll probably be third to last match. That's what I'm saying. But that's going to be a great match. And I expect Dolph Ziggler to win the Intercontinental title, and this will be his 5th time. He'll be a 5-time Intercontinental champion after this. WWE, you got to star in Dolph Ziggler. I mean, maybe 3 years ago I didn't think it. 2 years ago I started to think it. A year ago I knew it. And now I definitely know it. If I was the head of the creative, I would definitely have him up there thinking about ways to have him win the Royal Rumble. He would be definitely in my top 5 to win it. But you know WWE ain't going to do that. But, hey, they hired Joey G. You get all the Dolph Ziggler you want. Because he can wrestle and I have respect for him. And he works his ass off. And he's there right now. He's there right now. Where are they at tonight in TLC? Where's TLC at tonight? Cleveland. They're there, and Cleveland lost it. They got crushed by the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you call it? Cincinnati, I thought was going to fall apart, but they did kill Cleveland. But back to my predictions. All right, the stair match that I predicted, you know, which I said they should have, and Eric Rowan and Big Show. Big Show's on his way out. They got to push the youth. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the youth's going to win tonight. I mean, I say Eric Rowan wins this match. I mean, he just. You know, they'll be knocking the shit out of each other with steps. You know, I think it's pretty interesting with the Big Show falling. He's a big goofball. You know, goofy looking mother effer. And I mean, for real, when he falls, it's just like a big boom, a big loud fucking noise, like bang. You know what I mean? Like, and Eric Rowan fixing the Rubik's Cube with his pig mask, walking into that weird ass jungle music. He is one of a kind. If anybody could pull it off in the WWE with that gimmick, is Eric Rowan. But I still think Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper are going to be the breakout stars of that group. I still think Bray Wyatt will become an absolute phenom. I really do think he'll take the Undertaker's place of being the cornerstone of the WWE. Will be Bray Wyatt. Which brings me to the TLC match between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, which I don't know. Either that or the Cena match will be last. Yeah. Cena's the face of the company, and I'll be honest with you, he is entertaining, and so is Seth Rollins. So yeah, I want to see Seth and Cena last because something's going to go down. But right before that, it's going to be Dean and Bray, and they're going to tear the house down too. And that's going to be a great match. And I mean, Bray's already. You don't even really got to push Bray. Bray can just get on that mic and tear it up. Bray can go on a 30-match losing streak, and people will still be chanting for Bray. When he lost to Cena, I mean, they were still cheering him. I mean, Bray Wyatt has the it. I mean, Steve Austin says it all the time. Chris Jericho, Vince Russo says the WWE, and Vince Russo is like one of my heroes, one of my idols. One of the guys that I take after that I'm trying to get in this business. And I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, oh, you're trying to take after the Vinny Russo. Vinny Russo knows his stuff. Yeah, he has gone overboard when he doesn't have a Vince McMahon or somebody big in charge looking over him like he did in WCW, like he did in the beginning of TNA. He went a little too... If you know, the original TNA wasn't total nonstop action. It was tits and ass. NWA, TNA, tits and ass. Vince Russo was running the show. Vince Russo and Jeff Jarrett were good friends back then. I can't quote on their relationship now because I don't know about it. And it's one thing the genius does not know about it. I'm not going to come in there and make up a lie and say, oh, they're great friends. I don't know if they're friends or not now. But that's originally what TNA was supposed to be. Tits and ass. Not total nonstop action. Okay? For real. It's on YouTube. Look it up. Tony Schiavone, when they bring Tony Schiavone in the ring, and Paul Bearer is there in 2004 when Jeff Hardy first got there. Okay, so that's originally what TNA was supposed to be, okay? NWA, tits and ass. That's what TNA was originally supposed to be. But like I said, Vince Russo comes up with them great gimmicks and everything, and I'm a Vince Russo guy. Yes, I am. And a Paul Heyman guy, and an Eric Bischoff guy, and a Vince McMahon guy. And a Triple H guy. You know what I mean? For real. I'm not a Jeff Jarrett guy, though. May the force be with you. I think G-Force Wrestling, I hope it does good, because WWE... We need WWE I love, but you got to take, TNA is just so corny and gay anymore, I can't watch it. I mean, But, all right, getting on to more of my predictions. I said the Bray Wyatt-Dean Ambrose match. I didn't say my winner. Dean Ambrose really hasn't had much in the last 3 months. I mean, really hasn't even been on Raw. So I know he's doing a movie, but he needs a win. He needs to be noticed again, because people stuff signs in the crowd, but, him wrestling... I know he wrestled. I know he's been on SmackDown a lot more than he has been on Raw because he's been filming a movie. So I said it's going to be a great match, but Dean won at what was the last pay-per-view? Survivor Series. I think it'll be a great match. I like Bray, but I like Dean way better. Dean's one of my favorites. But I will say, I won't say even though Dean's one of my favorites, and I like Bray, but I don't like Bray like that. He ain't one of my favorites, but on the mic he is, and I do think Bray will win this match tonight because he's a bona fide main eventer. By next year at this time, you'll be talking about him main eventing SummerSlam. By 2016, 2017, he'll be main eventing WrestleMania. By 2017, he'll be main eventing WrestleMania, SummerSlams, Survivor Series, all the big ones, Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? All of them. He'll be the big shot. Bray Wyatt, believe me. Dean Ambrose will too, and Seth Rollins and Ryback and Roman Reigns. I don't know if Roman Reigns is going to be on the top of that, but he'll be involved with that. And same thing with Ryback. I don't know if he'll be the face of the company, but he'll be in that crop. And he is a good wrestler. Besides what my buddy CM Punk says, he fabricated that story a little bit. You listen to what Ryback says back. It's on YouTube. Ryback, responds to what CM Punk said about crushing his ribs or something. It was a big fabricated story. And it sounds like Ryback has matured himself up to be the face of the week. If you hear him talk and you hear Roman pain in the ass talk, like I said, Philadelphia fans, on January 25th, 2015, this is Joey G. I will be there. If Roman Reigns wins Rumble, we riot. We Philadelphia. I will be in the upper section. I'm going to be by myself. A lot of my friends, the Joey G fans, will be down in level 1. I got a couple friends that'll be on the floor. I'm going to be up top, all right? You're going to see me. I'm going to have a lot of signs. Joey G, I'm the big sign. If Reigns, I'm just going to put, if Reigns wins Rumble, we riot. He's going to be shoved down our throats. Worse, we'll be cheering for John Cena. If they had that main event, which has been rumored, John Cena winning the belt off Lesnar at Royal Rumble, and Roman pain in the ass wins the Royal Rumble, then every happy-go-lucky Jimmy gets everything they want. Roman pain in the ass against John Cena, and John Cena gets to pass the torch to Roman Reigns. And everybody can be happy, and this can be WWE. We can walk around with ice cream bars. Ice cream bars. Ice cream bars. Yeah. Puss. CM Punk, please come back and set these jabronis straight. Or The Rock, that's your word. Please, Rock, set them straight. My gosh. But, tonight, what other matches are there? I'm trying to think the rest of the table, TLC matches. I said the matches that I really want to see. Kane against Ryback. I say Ryback. A lot of the youth's going to win tonight. This is a youth pay-per-view, if you look at it. I think Ryback's going to beat the living shit out of Kane. But you got to have a heel win, so, like, out of all of them, I said Bray Wyatt, I think, will beat Dean Ambrose, and Seth will beat, all the youth's going to win tonight. I mean, besides Dean Ambrose, because he's fighting another youthful wrestler in Bray Wyatt. So, it's all the youth tonight. This is like a youthful pay-per-view, but it's going to be good, and you know what I mean? If I was subscribed to the WWE Network, I'd watch it. I mean, because I'm a diehard Eagles fan. They're playing the Cowboys, my most hated rival. And this is probably the most important game of the year, and I'm going to be running in watching it back and forth. So, you know what I mean? I got 2, bacon cheeseburgers from Wendy's I'm going to heat up, and in about an hour and a half, I'm going to shoot over to Buddha's crib. You know what I mean? And get ready for I'm about to say the Royal Rumble. I'm going to the Royal Rumble. Get ready for TLC and get ready for the Eagles game. Real quick on the Eagles game, I just say this. I say the Eagles win, and yeah, I am an Eagles fan. I'm saying that because I want them to win too, but I do think they'll win because they can't. It's the same formula as it was 2 weeks ago. Dallas can't stop our run. Even if I don't think we're going to blow Dallas out tonight. I hate to say it. There's going to be times probably in this game where Dallas will have the lead. They might be up by 10. But I just believe that, I don't believe Mark Sanchez is our savior. I mean, that'll be debatable, and we'll talk about that when the season's over. But I think that the Eagles just will, I think they'll win. And I'm gonna go on record and say 28-24, a close game. Very, very close. Because if Dallas loses, they're dead. They're done. They're 9-5, and in the NFC, 11-5 might not get you in the playoffs in the NFC. That's how it is. I mean, for real. In the AFC, I was just thinking before I did the show. I mean, you got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. You know what I mean? I think Baltimore, they played Jacksonville. I don't know if they won or not today. I know Pittsburgh won, and I know Cincy won. You know what I mean? And now Baltimore's good. So one of them 3, even though Cincy's doing great right now, one of them 3 are not going to make the playoffs. I still think, in my heart of hearts, even though I'm an Eagles fan, I don't think the Eagles are going to be in the Super Bowl. I got the Eagles going to the NFC Championship at Green Bay, but losing. You know what I mean? My Super Bowl pick, a rematch from Super Bowl 45. It's Green Bay and Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And my original Super Bowl pick, was the Philadelphia Eagles against the Cincinnati Bengals. I just don't think that's happening. Not this year. Maybe next year, But my Super Bowl pick is Green Bay and Pittsburgh, and I believe Pittsburgh will win it all. I think Pittsburgh will get in. I don't know if they'll win the division, but it's either going to be Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or Baltimore that wins that division. But Eagles tonight, I just think that Tony Romo can't beat us. And like the saying, what's the saying they say on 94 WISP? Every time in December when Tony Homo throws an interception, an angel claps or spreads its wings twice. So E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. We're going to kick the Cowboys' ass, Kurt. Bow. All right? Suck it. And TLC is going to be off the hook tonight. Every WWE fan, get in to see it. It's going to be, I did give every prediction. Seth Rollins will beat John Cena, and I do believe Bray Wyatt will beat Dean Ambrose in the TLC match. Dolph Ziggler will win back his Intercontinental title. Also, what do you call it? Rusev lost the United States Championship during the week. I forget who they said. I know I wasn't dreaming. I think it was Triple H. I could be wrong. Don't hold me wrong. I don't think it was, but I could have swore it said Triple H. I think I'm wrong though. He did lose the United States title though. Rusev did lose it. To who? I still forget. What about Tyson Kidd too? He's starting to impress me. Him and Natty's husband and Cesaro. Good tag team. This is Joey G. Go Eagles. And TLC going to be a killer-ass pay-per-view. I'll be back tomorrow to give you my Raw preview and everything that went on in the game tonight. This is Joey G, and I'm out. Peace. Joey G, subscribe. Wet t-shirt contest coming in January. And click shout out. Peace.